Hey everybody, I would like to share with you real quick the items I made for my swap with Doreen over at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. We were to make 10 items, and my swap with her is vintage, and within it was shabby chic. So I hope I did vintage well for you, honey. Yeah, so let me share with you real quick. This is the shadow box I made for Doreen. I shared it, it's probably about 2 or 3 videos before this one if you want to see it up close. But this is my shadow box for her, and let me put it right back here. And then I also made an envelope with like the cards inside right there. Coordinate with the paper. This is from the Maricela paper, is it? From Die Cuts with a View. This envelope here and that beautiful pin or center there. I'm not sure where I got that. It might be from Elise. I'm not quite sure. And this beautiful lace here that I got from the jewel box a long time ago. And that there. And I altered another one of those, it's a vitamin packet holder, and I shabbied it up. I can't help it. But it's still vintage colors, and then I put some flowers on this side here. And this is some beautiful trim from Doreen's store. Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. I made a bow. Love it. And that's from Webster's Pages, and just some beautiful flowers that I have in my stash, and some beautiful shabby trim from Lavish Laces, and then this is Prima Zade and Pearls. So that there, and I have to put some goodies inside of that. And then this is a tag. This is like the first thing I made when I started making for this swap. I think, no, that's not removable, but isn't that beautiful? These beads are gorgeous. Yeah. So I made that there, that tag, and then I made another spaghetti can. This beautiful, this is Die Cuts with a View. I show this paper because I made the shadow box, I believe, with that paper. It's gorgeous, and some beautiful trim that I've had in my stash. I love this trim here. I got that from Creating is Fun. Yeah, she has beautiful laces in her store. So, and then I used my homemade modeling paste on that. So it's pretty simple. Can right there. And this right here is a little mini album that I put together using, it was actually some papers from a kit that I had left over. And I made this a handmade flower right here out of some old vintage book paper that I have. And I handmade that, but I gotta straighten it up. Got a little bent there. And some beautiful trims that in my stash from Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. I have a basket full of stuff that I've collected over the past couple of years from Doreen's store. So I love her stuff. And there's one of her appliques there. Some beautiful seam binding from my stash. Flowers. It's another flower, lace flower there. Some trim from my stash. So that right there. And it's just a sweet little mini album that I put together for Doreen. These are Tim Holtz. I think it's the window die maybe, or the Village. This is from the Village, and I think these are the cabinet. Some beautiful shabby trim, and a butterfly, and then another page here. Made some sweet little tags out of the same paper line that I've been using for these creations here, and some beautiful I Am Roses and Wild Orchid craft flowers. Daisy. And the same over here, some cute little tags. Trying to see if I can get them to come off here. Right there. I just used a corner punch, Martha Stewart corner punch, and then put a piece of lace there and here. This is an actual tag. I put some vellum on the front there. It's like a vellum tag. And then some of my trim from my stash there. It's old vintage lace. So that's there. They just kind of tuck in there. And then this right here, it's just very simple, but I thought it turned out really pretty and vintagey. Some lace from my stash, flowers, some beautiful paper, the same paper line, and I just used my Stampin' Up, I think it's 2 3/4 scallop punch there, and then chalked up the edges, some beautiful trim and some pearl trim, and then the back here, and I embossed it with the Anna Griffin, pardon me y'all, her embossing folder there. Isn't that pretty? And I just went over it so it would like show the image better, or the embossed area. And y'all, pardon me, I'm trying to come down with a head cold. Ooh. And then this right here, y'all. Oh, I wanted to bring one in to show you. This is a box that I got from work. There were several of them. They changed out the computer system in the unit back there where I work. And they had all these little boxes that computer parts came in. And it's corrugated. And I thought, how cute is that? I would like to alter that. So I brought one home. And yeah. So I made a sweet little box. It almost looks like a cigar box. And I just used that paper to put on top. What I did was I gessoed it and then sprayed it with, I think it's Apple from Tattered Angels, Glimmer Mist. And these are some metal embellishments from Butterbee Scraps that I gessoed. Then I used some Tim Holtz linen crackle paint, I think it was. And then, no, I embossed it actually with some Lindy's embossing powder, and then went over it with the Tim Holtz crackle paint, and then just, you know, a little bit of the homemade modeling paste once I got finished with the whole thing. But yeah, just a sweet little box that I altered. There's a big I Am Roses flower, and I put some beautiful lace around it there, and just some flowers from my stash, and I just open it up, and I'm going to put some goodies in there for Doreen. And yeah, so yeah, I thought that turned out really cute. And then I put some wooden feet on the bottom, or actually those little knobs as feet. So I hope you like that, Doreen. I thought it was really cute. I was going to bring one in, you know, just in its normal state, but it's in my car. And then I altered a bag with the paper and this beautiful trim here from, I forget the name of the store. Y'all know whose store that is. She has beautiful pearl trims, absolutely gorgeous. But Artie's store, her name is Artie. Gorgeous trims. And then I just used some flowers from my stash. This is Wild Orchid Crafts, and these are from way back. I've had them a while. This is some beautiful trim that I bought some kits from Doreen, and she had a package wrapped in that. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's so vintagey. So I use that on here. And these are some leaves that Annie blessed me with. Thank you, Annie. And yeah, I just try to make like a pretty bow. And then this paper, I use a Martha Stewart edge punch there. So it's just one of those blasting bags right there. And then I made another one of those stamp frames, Tim Holtz stamp die, and I just made a frame with it, kind of vintagey. Some I am roses, some pearls, and I made a bow, some beautiful trim, and used a pearl center there. It just kind of wraps around the back there. I love this trim. That's one of my favorite trims from Martha's store. Yeah. So that right there. And then this is the first time I've ever altered a wooden spool. And oh, I need to put a piece of paper on the bottom there. But yeah, I went to Pinterest and I got inspired by a spool that I saw, and you know, to help get it going for me, because I was kind of stuck. And this is the same paper line from Die Cuts with a View that most of this is made with. And this is some beautiful trim that Annie blessed me with when we did a swap. And this is some Prima trim, some pearls from my stash, and then I just kind of, you know, some odds and ends on the top there. Real sweet little roses, a sweet little bow that I made from some material that Doreen blessed me with in a design team box. It was just like a piece that was left over from cutting. And there's a beautiful bling there on top of 2 buttons. A sweet little metal flower. There's a little mulberry flower, a sweet little bird, some stamens from the bridal selection at Hobby Lobby, acrylic bauble there, another one of those flowers, and just kind of put it all on top of a little doily. And then I made this seam binding bow and put it on the side to hold the stick pin. Is removable if you want to use it, sweetheart. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to make this. And it turned out so pretty. It looks vintagey to me, but I need to cover up the bottom. I sprayed the whole thing with that. I think it's apple green Tattered Angels. Look at the glimmer on that. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, I hope you enjoy that, honey. So there are my 10 items. I believe that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, that I'm going to send off to you, Doreen. And it's been a lot of fun. Took a lot longer than I had anticipated. But I got it done, and it'll be on its way to you, darling. And thank y'all so much for stopping by. I pray you have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye now.